I think so, or maybe. No, it's either yes or no. Even scripture speaks about that. Let your yea be yea and let your no be no. Situations where you're going to be around people who you don't know. Those are probably the most key times that you want to be self-aware and analyze a situation to the T. Welcome back to the channel. It's that guy, TheEnergyEli. Please do make sure you comment, like, share, and subscribe. So this video today came from one of my subscribers who made a comment on one of my recent videos, and shout out to, want to make sure I say this correctly, Malcolm White 6204, man. Appreciate you, bro, so much for your inspiration. Listen, I know we haven't met, I don't know you, but thank you for your continued support. Malcolm wanted to speak more so on regards to, as a man, 3 reasons why a man should have street smarts. So that's what this video is kind of, detailed into, and just going over an overview of those things of why as a man you need street smarts. Okay, so listen, without further ado, hey, let's get right into it. Reason number 1, you want improved self-awareness and situation analysis. Now, listen, street smarts, they involve developing an understanding of the world around you, including people's behaviors, social dynamics, and potential threats. This includes the ability to recognize deception, assess situations quickly, and anticipate potential problems. A street smart individual is not easily to manipulate or easily to be manipulated, and can make better decisions based on a more accurate understanding of the situation. So, for number 1, you want that self-awareness. You want to be able to analyze a situation. People who are not self-aware, I said this in a previous video, are people who really don't know where they're headed or where they're going or where they may be surrounded. If you have very good self-awareness, of your surroundings and where you may be or where you're trying to head, listen, I'm telling you, it's so many situations that you will be able to get out of. I've been in so many situations where I said, the vibe is not right. Or even before I left the house, I said, this isn't right. This place doesn't sit well with my spirit. But it's been places where I'm just like, whoa, nah. My energy is responding good to this. My analysis is responding very well to this. And a lot of times you'll see and you'll have to go with how you feel. That is nothing more. When someone says they're going with their gut, that is them internalizing the area and the energy surrounding them. So listen, you want to make sure that you can analyze and self-aware any situation, especially situations where you're going to be around people who you don't know. Those are probably the most key times that you want to be self-aware and analyze a situation to the T. So listen, once again, that was improving self-awareness and situation analysis. Now let's get into reason number 2. Reason number 2, enhance decision-making. Street smarts equip men with practical skills for making sound judgments and navigating complex situations. They learn to prioritize, weigh risk and rewards, and adapt to changing circumstances. This ability to think on your feet, make quick, informed decisions can be crucial in both personal and professional life. So listen, enhance decision-making. You do not want to be the guy that's like, well, I think so, or maybe. No, it's either yes or no. Even scripture speaks about that. Let your yea be yea and let your no be no. No 50-50, no middleman. Especially as a man, you need to have enhanced decision-making. If you want that woman to follow your lead, if you say, we're going this way, she needs to follow. This is the way we're going, especially if it's a positive thing. If you're swaying and you feeling like, oh, I don't know which way, she's not going to trust your leadership abilities. Going back to the previous video, this is why you have to become a better leader. Listen and check out that video if you want to become a better leader. But your decision-making needs to be enhanced. You need to make sure that you are firm in your decisions on anything that you do, whether it turns out the way you want it to or whether it doesn't. As a man, you want to always be firm on your decisions and follow through, because that shows that a man of your caliber has bravery, he has character, he has guts, he has quote unquote balls, he has the things that's going to be like, okay, this is a man, this is what a man should be doing, and this is how a man should be following. So listen, enhance decision making. If you like that woman, listen, put a ring on that woman's finger. She don't want you to be like, well, maybe we're going to get married. No, we're going to get married. Case closed. Simple. This is how we're going to do it. A woman would like to hear that. She wants to hear the decision. Okay, today we're gonna fix this on the house. That's how they want you to, do things. And that's how you should operate in general as a man. So listen, reason number two, once again, is enhanced decision-making. Lock in, focus on what you know you're supposed to, and make that decision. Now let's get into our final and third reason. Our final and third reason, increase personal safety. Street smarts involve understanding potential dangers and developing strategies to protect yourself and others. This includes knowing how to handle confrontations, identify unsafe environments, and make sure you can avoid trouble. By developing street smarts, men can increase their overall awareness and reduce their vulnerability to various situations. So you want to make sure that increase personal safety. If you don't want anything to happen to you, you should have the same for those around you and those that you're caring for. In most cases, fellas, you're going to be out with your lady. So you don't want to get in a tussle. You don't want to fight. Even if he disrespects and says something crazy to your woman, make sure you assess the situation before you go to any form of combat. Make sure you assess the situation fully. You never know what someone's carrying. You never know who's around, who's going to protect them and try to help them. So you want to always make sure that you are taking personal safety into any case first. Before anything else pops off, before anything else goes about, you want to always make sure personal safety is at the forefront, because you want to be protected. You want to still go home at night. You may have children. You still want to go back to your children, So make sure increase personal safety is at the forefront. Listen, I've seen many times where guys will get into a jawing confrontation with someone, and then, it'll lead from one thing to another. And then next thing you know, you're getting jumped because you didn't assess the situation. You went straight for the guy rather than thinking like, hold on, who else is in here who may be on his side? Who else is in here that may help out or whatever it may be? So you want to always assess the situation so you can come out on top, because that's what it's all about. When you're having street smarts, you want to always come out on top. You want to always be aware of your surroundings. I cannot preach that enough. I cannot say that enough. Be aware of your surroundings. Always. I don't care if the neighborhood looks like a great neighborhood. I don't care if the environment looks like it's sweet. I don't care if the environment looks like it's not that type of level. Listen, you never know. You always, have your antennas up. Maybe in certain areas, your antennas may be raised a bit more, but your antennas are up nonetheless. So you always want to make sure your antennas are up, because you just never know what can happen. You never know. So listen, that was the top 3 reasons on how to develop your street smarts. Once again, we'll go over those. Number 1 was improved self-awareness and situation analysis. Number 2, enhanced decision-making. And number 3, increased personal safety. Once again, fellas, I really, truly hope that this video helped. Once again, thank you to the subscriber who suggested for this video. Once again, my name is TheEnergyEli. Please do make sure you comment, like, share, and subscribe. And I'm out. Bleep.